Where would you go if you had one chance to change your life forever? New York City. The place where dreams are made of, or so they say. But for me, it's more than just a place. It's home. The constant buzz of the city, the energy that never seems to stop, the chaos that somehow feels comforting. It's a place where the streets are always alive, where people are always constantly moving, and where every corner holds a new experience. It's both hectic and peaceful all at once. And for me, it's where I've been chasing a dream I can't let go of. Hi, my name is Dao, and I'm a content creator. Well, at least I like to think of myself as one. Based in New York City. I recently graduated from university, and now I'm navigating this thing we call life in my 20s. I thought life after college would come with a clear direction. But I realized life in my 20s is anything but straightforward. It's messy, uncertain, and oftentimes overwhelming. Yet, here I am, embracing the chaos. Living in New York City has its benefits, no doubt. It's a large city where you can meet and connect with people from all over the world, each with their own unique story to tell. The city itself is filled with immense opportunities, and you never feel like you're running out of things to do. From its rich cultural history, embedded in numerous movies and shows, to the simple act of walking through neighborhoods of New York, each of which feels like a world of its own. But behind the bright lights and endless opportunities lies a reality that's both exciting and overwhelming. New York isn't perfect, it also has its challenges. While I love the energy and inspiration I draw from the city, it also feels like I'm standing in the middle of a jungle. Everyone's racing to make it, and the competition is fierce. My life as a content creator hasn't always been easy. Being a creator can sometimes feel isolating. Most days it's just me, my camera, and my thoughts. There are times where you put your heart out into a project only to see it fall short. You start to wonder if you're even good enough, and if this path is even worth it. It's frustrating when you don't see the results right away. Some days, it's hard not to compare myself to other creators who seem to have it all figured out. The polished videos, the massive followings, the partnerships I can only dream of. And then there's me, just starting out, learning as I go. It's humbling, and if I'm being honest, it's overwhelming. But that's the thing about New York. It doesn't let you stay comfortable for too long. It forces you to grow, to adapt, to find your voice amid the noise. It's taught me that survival of the fittest isn't just a saying after all. It's a way of life. Here, you don't wait for opportunities. You create them. As creators, we have the luxury to shape our own path. The outcome only happens through the work we put in. And that means learning to embrace the process, the grind, the creativity, the chance to connect with someone who just gets it. That's what keeps me going. I've learned to turn comparison into inspiration. After all, every creator, no matter how successful they are, started somewhere. They all had their beginnings, their struggles, their doubts, just like me. But let me take you back to the beginning. Just like any other kid, watching creators online and dreaming of one day doing the same, I started creating for my younger self, to tell stories that matter. Stories that reflect who I am and where I'm going, and to document my everyday life, capturing moments that define me, the places I go, and the people I meet. When I first picked up the camera, I had no clue what I was doing. I spent hours editing, tweaking, and second-guessing myself. I still do. But over time, I learned to stop comparing my chapter 1 to someone's chapter 20, to embrace the journey, and to enjoy the process. My camera became more than just a tool. It became my companion, my voice, and sometimes my therapist. Every clip I shoot, every story I tell, feels like a step towards something bigger. I've always believed that stories have the power to connect us and to make us feel less alone. That's why I started this journey. I wasn't just chasing views or followers. I was chasing something deeper. The chance to create a life that feels authentic. A life that feels free. A life surrounded by people who understand the same hunger for purpose and connection. New York has taught me so much about resilience. There's a certain beauty in the struggle. The late nights, the early mornings, the moments where everything feels like it's falling apart. But you just keep going anyway. That's when you find out what you're really made of. I've also realized that being a creator isn't just all about the work. It's about the connections you made along the way. I'm still searching for my community, people who share the same drive, the same passion for creating and documenting life. As someone who's still fairly new to this, I want to connect with others who are figuring it out too. learning together, sharing ideas, and supporting each other every step of the way. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about the content we create, it's about the relationships we build along the way. Wow, that actually sounded a little cliche and deep, but it's true. Let's be real. This journey hasn't all been sunshine and cinematic B-rolls. There have been days where I wanted to quit, days when I felt like an imposter in my own story. It's easy to get lost in the numbers, the algorithms, and the endless chase for validation. But every time I feel like giving up, I remind myself why I started. Because deep down, I don't want to look back and wonder, what if? If I've learned anything, it's that life is too short to live by someone else's expectations. I want to create something meaningful, something that pushes people to take risks, to dream bigger, and to live without regrets. My plan? Well, stay true to myself, build real connections, and to never give up. So, where do I go from here? Honestly, it's all about staying true to what truly matters to me. I'm not trying to be the best at everything or chase some unattainable goals. I just want to keep showing up, keep creating, and build something that lasts. I want to inspire people to take risks, follow their own path, and remind them that they're not alone in this journey. Because in a world that's always moving, we all need a moment to feel seen and understood. My goals are simple: create content that's real and resonates with those who get it. Living here in New York isn't just about surviving, it's about creating something meaningful, something worth remembering. Every step I take, every video I make, brings me closer to that dream. I want my work to reflect the beauty, the grit, the humanity of the city, and of life itself. Now, where does that leave me? I don't have all the answers yet, and I'm not pretending to. But what I do know is that I'm committed to growing, evolving, and sharing that journey with anyone who's along for the ride. Maybe that's what we're all chasing after all. A life that feels like ours. A story that's uniquely our own. This is mine, and this is just the beginning.